I think when you're on the top, when you're on the peak of your career, you'll feel like that's your obligation to share what you learn to other people.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Jay Christ, and welcome to another episode of the Design Live Show. In this episode, I'm chatting with Franz Paul Pastrana. Franz is a web development professional for more than 7 years now. He is designing, building, and innovating for some pretty awesome clients around the world. Over the past few years, he discovered his passion for creating cool websites that helps people to have their own online presence while automating the process. He also teaching individuals on how to become a successful freelance professionals, helping them to discover and develop their true potential. In this episode, we talk about his design life stories from ground up, how he was able to jump shift from being a corporate junkie to becoming a six-figure freelance professional. And he also shared 6 things on why freelancing can make you have a better life and much more. So make sure you stick around until the end, and hopefully you'll learn at least 1 or 2 from this episode. And if you love this podcast and you love what I'm doing, please subscribe and give me a feedback on Apple Podcasts or on iTunes. In that way, you are helping me to reach more people. And don't forget to visit the website at thedesignlifeshow.com and find all the useful information or useful episodes for you. Consume what you can. All right. So thank you so much again for joining me into this week podcast. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this episode. You're listening to The Design Life Show, a podcast that's helping everyone grow to live a meaningful and creative life. It's me, Jay Christ, a designer from the Philippines, best known for being an advocate of essentialism and optimism. I'm sitting down with awesome people to talk about their journey, their process, and the lessons they've learned along the way. Hey everyone, it's me again, Jay Christ, and welcome to another episode of the Design Live Show. So welcome to TDLS, and I'm super stoked today because I'm here with Franz, and one of the, I think we will share a lot of great stuff here, and probably you will learn at least 1 or 2 from Franz, from being a corporate junkie to being a freelancer. And a successful freelancer, not just a freelancer, but a very successful freelancer. So what's up, Franz? How are you?
I'm good. Happy to be here. Yeah, I'm actually excited to be here. So I'm pumped up right now.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. And just to give context in this episode, I always ask this to whoever drops by on my podcast. Can you give a little bit about your background and what are you doing right now?
Yes. Hi to all the listeners. I'm Franz Paul Pastrana, and I'm a freelance front-end engineer. I'm currently working as a Shopify expert developer. And also, I'm doing WordPress website on the side. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much you are in a nutshell now, right? So, I'm just curious, Franz. How do you started on freelancing? What is like growing up as a Filipino? I think freelancing is an unconventional path, right? I think Asian family might relate on this, or Asian or every Filipinos. I think because we tend to our parents taught us to to go to school, to college, and then find a corporate job, and then be successful on that job. And can you share your experience growing up as a Filipino?
Well, I have a supportive family with me, so they support what I really want to be, because I'm always fascinated in computers when I was a child, and my dream is to become a video game developer for foreign company like Santa Monica Studios, Ubisoft, Square Enix. And then when I was starting applying a job, I saw that the Philippines is not yet ready for AAA games
Yeah.
and other games like the titles. And then I decided to shift into web development, and then from there, um, yeah, I think I found my passion in web development.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that's it.
Yep. Uh-huh. When you started,
Um,
developing websites, what's comes into your mind as a beginner? Hey, how do you train yourself to be, great, or to be great in your craft? Can you share your insight about that?
yeah. So I just want to give a
Yeah,
short
sure.
story on how I got started.
Yeah, sure.
I got started freelancing when I was in college. I'm doing the thesis of my classmates and from the other schools as well.
Uh-huh.
I got a freelance job when I got selected from our school to work on a foreign clients project. So there's a foreigner that came to our school, and then the school represents students that is excelling. Yeah, and they they picked me, and
Wow.
I'm glad that I picked from our school. And then from there, um, I got paid by 200 pesos per 4 hours. it's it's it's
Yeah,
yeah, my rate
big
is
that
very
time.
that low. Yeah, that time
Yeah.
because I understand because I'm started freelancing. I'm just still a student. I don't have any professional experience yet. So I accept the job, but in my mind, I'm not looking into the salary, but I'm looking for the knowledge that I can get from the experience. So from there, I learned many things, especially in web development, and then I got a mentor. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think and then from there, after I graduated from college, I started in a corporate job. But then when I'm in a corporate, I feel like I'm not into it. I mean, I want to control my time. I want a
Uh-huh.
time freedom. So that's why I get freelance projects. I work corporate and um, freelance projects at the same time. So I'm working 16 hours a day back then.
Wow.
So yeah,
It's a lot of hard work, man.
yeah, that's additional with the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the travel time, considering
Yes.
the traffic. Yeah.
Yes. Especially here in
So
the PH, right? 3 hours
yeah,
traffic.
we we have a really bad traffic here.
Yeah.
So and then from there, I transitioning my career in from corporate job into full time freelancing. So when I get
Mhm.
freelance full time, I'm able to earn six-digit figure salary a month. And then from there, I got this what you call. I'm not sure if this is a financial independence, but
Mhm.
I'm able to acquire assets that noon na hindi ko
Yep.
makuha.
Tama.
So
Mhm.
yeah, that's why freelancing made me a better person.
And yeah, and you earn, that's 6x, or what you call 3x, more than the corporate world, right? That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
pretty awesome.
It's times
Uh-huh.
it's times three compared to corporate job because I think I have so much value to give for the corporate or to the company.
Uh-huh.
I invested thousands of hours that could benefit the company. So I think when you're in a corporate, your value can't be seen because you're just an employee. You have to uh, go up. It's like a ladderized,
Yeah. Mhm.
from junior developer to
Yes.
intermediate developer and then to senior and then to
Mhm.
manager and so on.
Yeah.
But when you're in freelancing, your client can see your value. You can demand what is your really value. So that
Mhm.
for me is a big perk to be a freelancer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So you've mentioned, no, I just want to highlight this part. You mentioned that you are side hustling or doing some freelance job on the side while having a full time job. So can you share your, how do you find clients? I think a lot of creative or those aspiring freelance creative professionals are tied up with their schedules. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
With their task or to do list in the corporate world. I think is it internally your motivation? Is it internally or you find courage with other people as well?
So the reason why I get projects aside from having a full time job is I'm not earning well. I think my salary is not enough for us to survive, and then I
Yeah.
decided to get other side hustle, and then from there uh, I work 16 hours a day, um, getting more clients, and after that, yeah, I think during that time, it's just a self motivation,
Uh-huh.
You just need to motivate yourself, and then having a sacrifice. I'm sacrificing my time for work to.
Yeah.
I mean, sacrificing for my child to go to work. I'm working freelance projects, so yeah, I think that's the big thing. You need to
Uh-huh.
work hard because, like I said before, I'm working 16 hours a day. I will just sleep and then I wake up. I will just go into my computer and then work. So they always have a work.
Mhm.
Um,
Especially in the
yeah,
engineering part. I think there's a lot of stuff to do when it's term to designing a website or designing a Shopify store, right? So I think that's really great, man. And I think a lot of creatives professional, and this is really true because um, they tend to find motivations from other medium, or let's say for I'm not saying that it's bad, from other people or other things, whatever it is, but I think like what Franz said it's it's just a matter of self motivation, right? So
yeah,
you
yeah,
really if you really push yourself further, I think you will get what you want, or you will get what you want. You will do the things that you know, parang hindi mo maisip na kaya mo.
yeah,
Kasi
yeah,
once na tinry mo, saka mo malalaman kung kaya mo talaga, right? So if you failed,
yeah,
it's a learning process, right? So thanks for
yeah.
sharing that, Franz. And I'm just curious, how do you find clients back then? Because I think right now, I don't know if we can call it oversaturated na yung field ng freelancing, or there or I don't know, in your space. Can you share how do you find your first clients, and how do you manage those projects you have back then?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm finding clients through my inner circle. So I have
Networks.
yeah, from my network. So
Nice. Cool.
I have this friend. I will say, hey, I'm doing websites. Do you know someone who needs a website and who wants to have a strong online presence? And then the
Mhm.
friend will refer me to the friend to the friend to the friend, and then so
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Word of mouth.
So
Mhm.
word of mouth is really important, and then the second one is Upwork. There's so much online job portal that
Mhm.
is existing right now. So those people who want to start to get clients just need to have a they just need to research.
Uh-huh.
Firstly, I get clients to from Upwork, from Online Jobs PH, from Guru.ph, Freelancer.com. So you just need to be uh, a researcher, and then from there, you can get clients and then improve yourself, and then that's it. Yeah.
Nice. That make sure for those who are listening, make sure you take note of that. I think that's really valuable. And Franz, I'm just curious. I think you've mentioned different online job platforms, but what I uh, uh, what I seen from you is you have your own platform, you have your own website. What's your thinking behind that? How do why you invested on website? I think a lot of freelance or aspiring freelance or everyone who wants to work online are, I think they tend to disregard this thing, or they don't realize how important to have a website. Can you share your insights about that?
Yeah. To get more clients, you need to have a website of yours, because website is the thing that you can show to your clients. Your portfolio, you can put your portfolio there, and then the client will also learn more about you through that website. You need to invest into something that you can show to your clients as a proof. Like, for example, some clients gave you a feedback, so you can show that into your website. And also, you should invest into other social media platforms like LinkedIn. So connect to the people right or relevant to what you're heading for. Also, use other platform like, aside from social media, word of mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like what Fran said, I think it's really important to have some friends who can refer you from other job or whatever. If there's a business that needs a website, I think that's really powerful to have to refer someone like you to a certain job. And Fran said that you have to invest on social medias and as well as website, and we are not repairing. I think brands are not preparing to invest a lot of money, a ton of money. You should, I
Not
think,
literally.
yeah, not literally. You can expend a small amount of money and then spend a lot of time and effort. I think that's one thing that everyone should realize, right? So you don't need to have tons of money to start doing,
Yeah.
right? And I think there's a lot of free stuff out there, and you will find that as much as you want to do things or get things done, right? And
Yeah.
Fran,
And
so
also, yeah.
another
Yeah, and
thing.
also I want to discuss this, how freelancing will make you a better person.
Yes, yes.
So I have these 6 pointers that, at least for me, it made me become more better because of freelancing. Yeah. So the first thing is, you will learn how to handle your money. So being a freelancer it's a big risk, actually. If you have a job and you want to resign because you want to be a freelancer, that's a big no. At least if you are just starting, if you're just starting to be a freelance, wag kayo magre-resign. Because first thing you need to do is you need first to establish your portfolios and your skills. You need to develop more skills to earn more. So from there, you need emergency fund, right? So for the emergency fund, before you jump into freelancing, at least you need to have a 3 to 6 months expenses savings that you have. It's like starting a business. You need something that you can count on when everything falls off. Yeah, because
Safety net.
yeah, you need to have a safety net, because when you don't have an emergency fund, you're go to broke. man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you need to apply minimalist lifestyle because when you get established to be a freelancer, I mean you when you get on the top and then you earn 6 digits salary a month,
Mhm.
and then you just maintain your leisure, your expenses, and all of this, you can feel the financial freedom that you are looking for.
Can you share
So
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can you share what is minimalist lifestyle for those who are just not really familiar with it? Can you share a little bit about that?
yeah, it's I don't know if you're familiar with Marie Kondo or with Matt
Yeah.
Diavela. They are YouTube
Sparks
celebrity.
joy.
Yeah, yeah,
Things that
YouTube.
sparks joy. Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's kind of ano bang tawag dito? Parang medyo jologs naman, ganyan.
Uh-huh.
But it's true. You need to throw things that don't bring joy to you
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
you have a lots of material things, but then at the end of the day, when you look at it, do I really need this thing that I did buy for this amount? Or it gives
Yeah.
me value ba? So from there, you will realize that you don't need those things that don't make you happy.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
siguro if you buy cell phone like so 10 11 or 10s S10 whatever, it will bring you joy for the first few days, and then after a few months there's another one, and then you will buy again. That's ridiculous, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at
Mhm.
least for me,
Yes.
I'm not judging those people na
Mhm.
upgrade and
100%.
upgrade. If there's a extra money and they can sustain their buying habits, well, I don't have any. Um, I'm not disagreeing with that, but then it's just a matter of, do you really need this kind of thing, something like that. So yeah, that's how
Yeah.
minimalist lifestyle works. You need to think first if the thing makes you happy before
Mhm.
you will buy it or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
100%. Mhm.
yep. And then the second thing that freelancing will make you a better person is it will force you to have goals and write it down. Um, Goals need to be specific and measurable and
Mhm.
realistic, because when you're in freelancing, you are in control of yourself. um, it's up to you kung ano yung mangyayari sa araw. If you don't work, you will not earn, you will not get your salary, right?
Uh-huh.
Di ba? So from there, you need to have list of goals. It needs to be specific. You need to dictate um, the date or what time you will accomplish the goal, and then it needs to be a realistic. Like for example, as a freelancer, I want to earn um, I want to have a 1 million uh, 1 million profit for this year. So
Uh-huh.
how am I get uh, parang ano bang gagawin ko para makuha yung 1 million? So
Mhm.
you will list your goals, and then you need to be specific. I need to get clients that will give me a salary of this amount, and then I will times that by 12, and then at the end of the year I will get 1 million. That's why my goal. So measurable. How long can I get that 1 million? It's under 1 year, right? And is it a
Mhm.
realistic thing? Do I really can do this? So you need
Mhm.
to have a specific goal, measurable and realistic. And the third
Mhm.
one is you will learn how to master self motivation, self discipline, and finishing the task on time.
Yeah.
So I have a funny story about this. I'm not always this motivated, siguro may times talaga na tinatamad ako mag-work. What should I do? So, I wrote something in my journal na, hey Franz, parang I talk to myself na don't be, don't procrastinate. Value your time. Time is money. Be cool, be awesome, something like that.
Wow.
That will make me motivated on that day.
Yeah.
And then from there, I think I realized that I need to finish this work, and I don't hindi ako dapat mag procrastinate. So that's the thing. Because you are in control of your time, you are in control of your actions, you are in control of yourself. So it's up to you if you want to to excel on what you're doing. And then if you failed, it's on to you. You are the responsible of yourself. So, and then also the fourth thing is it will improve your communication skills. So yeah, when you're a freelancer, you're able to join community. Hindi ko sinasabi na kapag hindi ka freelancer, hindi mo kayang mag-join sa community, but the bottom line is
you need it, right?
Mas marami kang you need it. Magkakaroon ka ng maraming friends. You will expand your inner circle of network, and also the way you talk to clients, it will improve every time na meron kang bagong client, and then you will talk to this, and then to the other one, to the other one, to the other one. You can see what the things that your weakness when talking to clients, and then from there you can take a note, and then I will improve this my communication to the client, and for the next time I will apply it what I learned from the previous client that I talked to. So that's the thing. That's the fourth thing that freelancing will make you a better person. And then the fifth
one.
Yeah, the fifth thing is you will learn new skills. Actually, in my 7 or 8 years of freelancing, I'm learning every time I got a new project. So it's not that, hey, I already know the thing, something like that. But then if there's a new project, there's a new learning. You know that. Like for example, being a Shopify developer is I did not think that I will become I will becoming a Shopify developer just for the last 3 months or 2 months. I don't remember. I'm doing WordPress all my life, but then this client approached me. You can do it. I think you're the best fit for this job. And then I think of myself, I think I need the new learning. I think gusto kong matutunan yung bago naman. So, and then I accepted the project, and then I'm working on as a Shopify expert developer, and I attained the expert title. In a span of months.
Yes.
So nakakatuwa kasi you will learn new things when you got a new project. So you will solve problems for the client that you were not doing before. So yeah, and the last thing is this is the last thing. You will learn how to give value to other people. I think when you're on the top, when you're on the peak of your career, you'll feel like that's your obligation to share what you learn to other people.
100%.
So, yeah. So I think it's my time now to share what I learned, what I got in my experience-wise, to share this knowledge to other people, to help other people to have a happy job, or to to have financial independence.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's the 6 aspects that freelancing make me a better person. So I want to share this to the listeners. So yeah, um, actually, I'm planning to create a course in the next in this coming weeks. Please support the course. So the course will focus on how to start freelancing, the things you need to know before you start freelancing, where to get clients, how to raise your value, and also some financial advice that I can give based on my experience. So I think this is a great material that I can share to the people that interested to be a freelancer. So I think that's the topic that I want to share.
I just want to highlight those 6 parts or 6 things that you mentioned. How freelancing make can make a better person. I think one of the things that I've learned is to really write your goals or really write things down. I can't stress you enough why it's important, right? So and I'm really glad that you mentioned that part, because I think a lot of people don't realize this thing, because when you write, you're feeling a real thing, or you're holding a physical pen and a paper, right? So it's really a great experience to write, whether you're for yourself or for others, and especially if you like to share a lot of value for all the things you are doing right now, or you are learning, and it's really valuable. And I'm just glad that Franz mentioned that. And I'm just curious, Franz. You when you are trying to create a course, can you explain what's your idea on and what's the why behind it? Can you share for those who might be interested to be part of your course, to be part of to support you?
The motivation behind the course is there's a lot of friends asking me, how do you do that? Some of them are very interested, but I'm too busy to share all that I learned to them by talking. And I think video materials and PDF materials are the very good materials that you can share knowledge to others. So I think building a course, building a process, building a strategy will make the person to learn to be a successful freelancer. So I'm not into I'm not into the money, but I just want to share what I've experienced, what I've learned, because at the end of the day, I have this feeling that it's my obligation to share what I learned to others, to help others, because there's inside of me na I want to make the world a better place. So if this thing made change my life and made me a better person, I want to share this knowledge, this wisdom to other people, and then from them they will share it to others, and then so on. I think sharing knowledge is the ability to, I mean, it's your privilege to share something that you have. And I'm not selfish on what I've got. I want to share something that could benefit the other people. So that's why I'm creating this course to, para naman maging successful freelancers sila. Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool, and I think that's really great initiatives, and it's hard. I'm telling you this. It's hard to to keep up on the works, on the personal things in the other side, and then help other people. Right? It's really hard, and it's if you find that motivation to do whatever it takes to help other people, I think that's really great, right? So thanks for doing that, man. And before we wrap up the show and send them to the links or the course you've mentioned, so what's your best practical advice for those freelancers or for those aspiring creative professionals or others, other people that are just starting? What's your best practical advice for them?
Yeah, first thing is you need to have goals, guys. Goal is your destination, and write it down. So if you want to become a freelancer, you need to have goals. What goals I have, why I want to be a freelancer, that's the thing. Don't just start freelancing because malaki ang kita. No, it's not because of the money. It's because of finding the right work culture, the right work attitude that you are looking for. And then also you need to master self-motivation, self-discipline, and learning to be clear to the task. You need to finish the task on time. That's very important thing. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it.
Yeah. And sharing is caring, right? So
yeah, sharing is caring.
Don't hoard or don't keep it to yourself. What's learning?
I agree.
You are learning or you are practicing right now. I think once you've realized that, and the money will follow, everything will fall into places, like what Franz says. And thanks man for sharing that for those aspiring freelancers, right? So and how they can find you, and can you share your links on where they can find your course as well, and your websites for those who are really interested, maybe might want to reach out or ask questions from you?
Yeah. So I have a website. It's franzpaulpastrana.com. Again, it's franzpaulpastrana.com. Or you can find me in Facebook. It's facebook.com/franzpaulpastrana.me. M-E. So that's it. They can learn more about me doon sa website and in my Facebook account as well.
Yeah, that's it for those who are listening, and hopefully you're listening until now. So I will put all the links on our show notes below. If you're interested to reach out to Franz, just reach out to him, and that's the key. The small act will really mean.
Yeah, that I agree. Big thing starts from small beginnings talaga.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just reach out to Franz for those who are interested, and I will surely put all the links on our show notes below. If you're listening to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or SoundCloud, just scroll down, and for sure you will find all the links that you need. And once again, Franz, thank you so much for sharing this. I think that this Friday evening with me, right? Thanks, man, for sharing your
Actually, it's an honor to be in your podcast, Jay guys. So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
And that's it. Thank you so much for listening to the Design Live Show. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. If you want to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. Head over to patreon.com/TDLS or go to thedesignliveshow.com, and you can find the donate button on the top to learn more on how you can support the show. And for some cool extra stuff, you can get an access to my private contents like AMAs, where I take questions exclusively from Patreon subscribers, or check out other stuff I made where I talk about essentialism, design, creativity, and business. I give a lot of value into this podcast that can't be seen anywhere else online. Again, that's patreon.com/TDLS. Thanks for listening to the show, and talk to you guys again next week.